A wise man once said, the will to win, the desire to succeed,
What takes guts is to put yourself on the line.
the urge to reach your full potential.
A leader makes the way.
These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Success Resources is the world's leading events promoter of business, personal development, and wealth creation programs. For over 30 years, we've helped over 10 million people across 30 countries unlock their full potential. From North America to Europe, to Africa, to Asia, to Oceania, we are the key to your personal success. We open the door to the world's best speakers, such as Anthony Robbins, Sir Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, and T. Harv Eker, to name a few. Praised by Donald Trump for being the world's best, we have over 500 events a year and access to the greatest thinkers, achievers, and motivators of our time. We guide you to the success that lies in every one of us.
But you will not discover your greatness in your comfort zone.
You have to have confidence in yourself.
We have never really truly reached our destination. There's always another level to strive for. Your best is yet to come. Success Resources, your learning partners.
Hello, welcome to Monday. Monday don't have to suck, right? The key is finding at least one thing to look forward to and motivate ourselves on Monday to kick butts all weeks. Now, whether we are debating what to do this week for Christmas or running a marathon or trying to finish our work, let Monday inspire you to get up, get moving, and get the life you deserve. For me, what inspired me is Bitcoin journey to 100,000. Now, we believe that Bitcoin is the best financial instrument for store of financial energy and the best tool for preserving financial wealth. Secret to success is to wake up early, work hard, and own Bitcoin, right? So welcome again to Bitcoin journey to 100,000. And this is Richard Tan from Success Resources. We are the world leading education provider. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we stream this live on Facebook and YouTube to make this amazing journey of Bitcoin to 100,000. So if this is something that you're interested in, do inform your friends and your loved ones so that they can have the same content. Subscribe to the channel and smash the notification bell. So whenever we have a new video, you are the first to know. Now, I'm very happy to bring my very hardworking friend, Dr. Clemen Chiang, to the program. He's an authority on financial investing, and he is no stranger to many thousands of students all over the world in the art of wealth creation. Welcome, Dr. Clemen.
Wow, Richard, we are back on Monday and we just finished Masters of Wealth over the weekend. I mean, I'm really packed. I'm right now counting down officially 2 weeks to New Year's Day 2022. So we are really right down on the next 2 weeks counting down. So exciting. Back here on Monday, very exciting to be here for the Bitcoin journey to 100,000. Yes, Richard.
Yeah, well, over the last couple of weeks, Bitcoin price has been going sideways, and actually there's a lot of panic, right? Because and a lot of panic and question on why Bitcoin did not get that momentum and what is actually happened to Bitcoin. And so this is what we are going to discuss today. Now, the last week, the equity market is not doing too well either. So there's a lot of fear right now with the equity market because there's this notion that it will be getting worse due to the tapering and the rate, the rate start happening in 2022. So there's a lot of uncertainty and fear. Somehow there's also rolling into Bitcoin. So Dr. Clemen, what is your thought on the relation between equity market and Bitcoin and the market as a whole?
And this is such a fascinating question, Richard. I was trading together with our community on Thursday and Friday. And let's take a look. First of all, 3 things we're going to look at. The barometer of the US stock market is reflected on the Dow Jones 30 index, as we can see here, right here on this chart. Now, if I click on 1 year, now everybody of you will be looking at this chart just on a 1 year window. Now, what we really need to do is kind of zoom out and have a much more clearer helicopter view. And what is the clearer helicopter view? Here we go. We start off from this box here on the extreme left. Now, help you guys recall your memory. What is that red box about? That was exactly the period before COVID-19 hits all across the world. That was in February, March 2020. And we've gone a long way. The moment the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 as a global pandemic, boom, the stock market crashed right down to here. And you can see it's pointing at April 2020. But the beauty of the stock market, which is a proven 200-year-old proven product, it is very, very resilient. And how resilient it is, kind of a mind-blowing over here, because the moment it hits the bottom, boom, it has gone all the way up until right now. We are still in the middle of a pandemic. We are still fighting Delta. Right now, we have a new battle to fight, Omicron, but the market is on an all-time high. Now, this is the part whereby many people fail to understand. There are opportunities found every single day, regardless of the global changes out there. Now, I'm going to prove to you guys this particular point. I'm going to go to our community right here. And these were our trades on Thursday and Friday, last Thursday and Friday. Wow, as I show you just now, last Thursday and Friday, the market was globally down. We have hit with a big red candle right here. All right, so one red candle. So this first red candle is a Thursday. The second red candle is on a Friday. But how did we do on Thursday and Friday? Here we go. These are all the winning trades on Thursday and Friday. We were able to seize the opportunity when there's a down market to pick up really, really good prices out there and kind of take out our winning trades. I mean, if I take a look at my winning trades, it's going to be kind of shocking to some of you because we were all ready for the big down. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of my winning trades right here. And this is like my mind-blowing. We have last Thursday and Friday will be around here, right? So I played on Essential. We made about $20,000 in 2 days. We played a Ford, which is going on electrification, $19,000 in 2 days, and so on. So there are many, many opportunities out there. But the problem is this: most people lose the vision. And they lose the vision because they start to connect the wrong dots. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, we have a big headline right here, which is factually correct. Dow drops more than 400 points in a volatile trading as market sets to post a losing week. This was dated 17, last Friday. Is it factual? Yes, it is factual. We did see these 2 red candles right over here. But we're going to demonstrate to you three very important points. While in a down market like this, first point, when there's blood on the streets, fear creeping everywhere, that is the time we must be greedy. We need to go in there, pick up the really, really nice price, the prices that we've been dreaming about, we couldn't get unless there's a down market, when there's blood in the streets. So point number one. Point number two, if we look at Bitcoin right over here, this is the chart of the Bitcoin. And point number two, how do we correlate stock market to the crypto market? And right over here, we've gone through the valley of the shadow of the valley of death. Right here. We started our YouTube series back then when Bitcoin was trading at $28,000 per coin. And then we are looking at a very resilient Bitcoin crypto market. Go down, go up, go down a little bit, correct a bit, go up again, and five, bomb! All-time high, $69,000 per coin. Right here, baby. And then right now, it kind of go down because why? This down is attributed to one key reason. The rejection of the Bitcoin spot ETF. As you guys know, and we've been preaching about it, Bitcoin futures ETF was approved. A much more complex derivative instrument got approved. But the core Bitcoin spot ETF got rejected. And the good news coming out last 2 days is this. This time around, there were two Bitcoin spot ETF applications that got delayed instead of got rejected. That gives us a glimpse of hope. It's not outright rejection anymore. It is got delayed. Those government regulators need more time to clean up their mess. And that's the reason why this slide down right here is attributed to the delay or to the rejection of the Bitcoin spot ETF, all right? So I'm going to remove all these arrows right here. And if I remove it, I'm going to lead us to the point number three, the correlation between Bitcoin, stock market, and what the world is thinking about. I'm going to shock all of you with this really, really powerful article. And this article is going to bring you into clearer certainty. What do I mean by the clearest certainty? Point number three coming up very, very fast. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, we are entering into the brand new year 2022 with millennial millionaires planning to add more cryptos in. I'm talking about more. 2022. And what is happening next year? We have the upcoming 8th of November midterm election. And those of you from different parts of the world, you know that in an election year, the politician will give you non-stop carrots, non-stop incentives, non-stop what we call bribery to bribe you to voting for them. This is stepping into 2022. So when we kind of connect the stock market with the crypto market and all in, we are looking at a positive year. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen, for your analysis of the situation. Okay, so short term, there's volatility. Long term, looks really, really bright. Now, Dr. Clemen, if we look at the fear index, is hovering around 20 right now. So there's still a lot of fear in the market. It's not just the equity market that has fear. A lot of in the crypto, we have this influencer, we have writer, we have even analysts. A lot of them are starting to feel a little bearish. So, but we know that the fundamental is still the same, right? There's a lot of adoption. There is all the things that still remain the same. Now, I'm bullish about the Bitcoin and the future of Bitcoin. So the question to you is, what about yourself? Are you bullish, and the reason why you are bullish or not bullish on this asset class?
Absolutely, Richard. There are three main reasons why I'm super bullish. In fact, right now, my price target has been raised to break not just 100,000, but to break $1 million per coin. And I want to put forth some key reasons behind it. The first important reason is the upcoming Bitcoin spot ETF approval. Now, I just shared just now, it was delayed, not rejected. There were two Bitcoin spot ETF decisions that were postponed to next year. And I think this is really, really important. If I look at the political climate, Joe Biden needs to win seriously, dead win, a proven win. And he's feeling the heat right now because of Donald Trump, who's going to announce he's running for the 2024 US presidency. This is going to be a big threat to the Democratic Party, who's in power right now. But if they don't shake up and clean up their mess, they're going to lose all their seats in the midterm election on 8th of November. So number one, the political climate right now is designed in such a way, all the important key positions under the government arms, from the federal chairman, Jerome Powell, to Securities Exchange Commission, Gary Gensler, even to our Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, they must help the incumbent office to win. And that's the reason why point number one, I believe there's a change of mind. Instead of outright rejection of the Bitcoin spot ETF, there's a delay so that you will roll the decision into the brand new year, whether it's January, February, or March 2022. So this is point number one, super, super optimistic. Point number two, where are we looking at right now? If we look at the data of Bitcoin exchange flows, and this is a pretty important table right here, because it shows the exchange reserves. Now, the exchange reserve, as you can see right here, is a very important indicator. A money flow of BTC transferred to and from exchange wallets to evaluate investors' behavior. So let's go through right now. This is the price of Bitcoin, the black color one, and right now we have 48,000. All right. So the black color represents price of Bitcoin. And then I mark out this box right here. This is the box which represents the exchange reserve of Bitcoin. It is at an all-time low. Low means people have moved their coins out of the exchange into their own private wallets. And that is a very simple indication that the moment they move into their private wallets, or what we call it the cold wallets, they have no intention to sell. They are holding it. We call it HODL, hang on for dear life, or hodling, or whatever words that you want to call it. This is an all-time low right now. This blue line right at the bottom at about 2.3 million. That's the spot. You've never seen this blue line, because if I trace for you the blue line right here, it goes like this. This is the blue line trajectory, and boom, entering the all-time low, right? People are not willing to sell. And then I put forth the argument, point number two. Are we realizing the fullest potential of the fixed supply of 21 million Bitcoin? Because this is the thesis that we've been working on all night long. And that's the reason why this data of the Bitcoin exchange reserves lowest in 3 years, it is a very, very clear indication. Right now, there's a supply crunch. People are hanging on for their dear life. They refuse to let go. But if the demand keeps going up, oh my gosh, what will happen to the price of Bitcoin? Here we go. We're going to back it up again with a RSI indicator support right here. And again, relative strength index is a very, very traditional, long time, what we call technical indicator that technicians monitor very closely. All right, so I'm going to go and click on this guy right here. So below right there is the RSI, right? So I'm going to mark out this box right here. This is the RSI box. And you can see it passes through right over here. It is on an all-time low right now. One red dot, one more time. 2019 lowest point. Again, let me just repeat again. Right over here, lowest point 2020, right over here, 2021. And today, we are right here. This one, the lowest possible, is touching it. All right? And if you project this out to the previous behavior when it hits its low, the price of Bitcoin has moved up from the lowest point, move up. From the lowest point, move up. And we are expecting it to move up like this. So thereby forming our thesis on point number 2, the fixed supply is realizing its fullest potential yet of Bitcoin. And number 3, we started off with the initial thinking you're going to break 100,000. I think 100,000 is already accepted already. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's just going to happen easily within this year to next year. I'm still very hopeful. Anything could happen this year because we only got 11 more days. Anything could happen. Now, if we drag into next year, January or February, 100,000 is already granted by everybody. All right. So we have to see, okay, if 100,000 is granted by everybody, what is the real next higher level? Katie Wood set it at a high target of 500,000. But I think if we want to look at reasonably, we look for a nice round number. One more zero to 100,000 is 1 million. So we look further out, 1 million. How long is it going to take us to hit 1 million? So point number 3, we look at Bitcoin halving, which is the core of my thinking. When we traded last year on the third Bitcoin halving event, 12th of May 2020. So third Bitcoin halving, 2020. Fourth Bitcoin halving, 2024. And the fifth Bitcoin halving, 2028. And the sixth Bitcoin halving, 2032. Now, 2032 is exactly 10 years from 2022. Now, so we set a 10-year vision. We say that by 2032, the sixth Bitcoin halving, 99% and over of Bitcoin would have already been mined finished. Less than 1% left. 10 years out into the future, you go and calculate. You think whether we can hit 1 million in 10 years' time. And we need this kind of foundation to ride through these seasonal changes, and that's having a big heart. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen, for the analysis also. Now, billionaire investor Ray Dalio, right? He is very pro investment and also in crypto. Not always, but recently he is very pro in that. Now he's a billionaire. I got to know him when he spoke in our Success Resources event, invited by Tony Robbins in a business mastery. So recently he says that Bitcoin, right, is like for the younger generation is an alternative to gold. Now, first of all, he made just a very bold statement. Number one, he's credible because he's a billionaire and certainly, he knows a lot of things that many of us don't know. But I want to ask you this is, who is this guy, Ray Dalio, right? Whether he's credible and what is the logic of his statement that younger generation find Bitcoin as an alternative to gold? And is it good for us?
Oh, yes, this is really fascinating, Richard, because Ray Dalio is the manager of this fund called Bridgewater. So I'm going to kind of pick up from our data point right here. And this is coming out from our software right here, right? So we kind of curated the top 100 money managers on planet Earth. And then I hope I can find Dalio's right here. Ray Dalio, click on it. And he's managing $18.5 billion worth of funds under the company name Bridgewater Associates. Now, I'm pleased to share with all of you, Temasek, which is Singapore's sovereign wealth fund, has been an investor of Bridgewater. And that means to say, they farm up part of their funds to Bridgewater to manage on behalf of Singapore's reserves. So they are super huge. Now, he made this statement on 17th of December, right here. All right. And I believe the reason why he made this statement that goes, Bitcoin is like a younger generation alternative to gold and has merit. Because one day before 17th of December, the survey came out by CNBC right here on 16th of December. And it has a very powerful, impactful headline that says millionaires plan to add more crypto in 2022. And CNBC is like the de facto stock market TV that everybody has to watch. And they are telling us that they're going to add on more portfolio. Why? Because of 3 reasons. Number one, the new generation of fast and furious millennials are really sick of the fiscal gold. They don't wear gold chain like me. I'm not a boomer, I'm a Gen X, but they like to put out their bragging rights on NFTs, non-fungible tokens, like a meta painting or meta art. They just put it out there. They love to spend money that way, not like us wear gold chain, right? So this is the first trend that's very clear. And that's the reason why fiscal gold will not be able to attract millennials. Number one, the performance is negligible compared to the same amount of money you put into Bitcoin, same duration of time, you make far much more money in the world of Bitcoin. That's number one. Number two, the millennial investor has created this terminology known as the meme stocks. And how many of you heard about the meme stocks, right? Like a movie theater, oh my gosh, they can just spike up like crazy. And Reddit is going to go IPO next year. Reddit is the hotbed of Wall Street bets, the place where millennials congregate to make their predictions. They are ringing the bell next year. And do you think their IPO is going to be hot or cool? I think it's going to be burning, raging fire hot because they are supported by the millennials. And that's the reason why, point number two, next year is a favorable year for all these millennial investors. And thereby come to point number three. What's the merit? What is the merit? You know, in the millionaire survey done by CNBC, which I spent a lot of time trying to understand the behavior of this new generation of traders. And they said this very clearly. In 2022, they'll put in more money into cryptos. At the same time, they also allocate part of their portfolio into equities. Because why? They spotted a trend. Right now, equities is the best time to go in before the market opens up with what we call a full economy. And a full economy is defined by what? Let me just show you like simple things like that. I just went over the weekend to buy this. This is getting for my travel plan in January. Well, I'll be traveling in the middle of in the middle of winter into New York. And people are traveling, already making plans. You just do a simple survey. Ask any of your colleagues, your friends, your relatives, hey, are you planning any travel? And all you need to do is to go Facebook and you start seeing all those pictures. Oh my gosh. I see my friends like book their flights to Germany, book their flights to US, book their flights to Switzerland, book their flights to Hong Kong, to Dubai. They start traveling already. This is the sign and the signal. So all these signals, the millennials are very, very deep into it. They can't wait to go out there and live their world. And that's the reason why Ray Dalio is so confident about this statement. And I hope that also put to rest any of you reading any of this headline, you should do your first grassroots check. Ask around, look around, feel it. I went to the shopping mall over the weekend. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was telling Nicole, I said, we can't get any seats in the restaurants. It's all packed. We step into Suntec City, it's flooded with people. What's going on? I mean, like back to normal. The only thing that's abnormal is all of us wearing masks. That's about it. So things are back to normal. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. You should learn, like Jake and Nikki, to go after midnight. You know, most of the place will still have some space. Now,
midnight.
Okay. Well, with all this news and with Bitcoin price also going sideways, sometimes up, sometimes down, it's easy to think that it might be too late to start investing in Bitcoin. So question to you is, please tell us more of your thought, whether it is too late now to invest in Bitcoin.
Oh, that's absolutely great question, because, you know, over the weekend, I was also kind of confounded by questions coming from participants in the Masters of Wealth. And they kind of lose the logic already, because the train of thoughts to them is unclear. And let me just show this really very important page, all right, to kind of put into place what you guys have been thinking about all this time, all right? So I hope I can get to this place correctly. Yes, I got it. So all you guys need to do is to search for DBS Bank savings account rate. you guys should really do an audit to check for all the money that you kept with the #1 bank in the world. I'm not talking about Singapore. This is the #1 bank in the world, DBS Bank. Voted 3 years in a row, right? So, and I kind of zoom in right here. And the problem is this. They are giving us a savings rate to check only 0. that you kept with the #1 bank in the world. I'm not talking about Singapore. This is the #1 bank in the world. Why am I hearing my echo right now? So strange. Richard, you hear my echo?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me continue. Okay, so this is 0.05% per year. Mama! I mean, you're like sitting ducks out there. If you don't do anything today, you're sitting ducks. Why I call you sitting? Maybe the word is not duck. Maybe the word is called frog. That's an analogy of a frog in a pot of water that starts to boil. If you put a frog straight into a pot of boiling water, it will straight away jump out. But you put a frog in a pot of water, normal room temperature, you just float around, swim around, and maybe give you quack, quack, a few songs. And you turn on the fire, he will not move. And over some time later, the guy will be boiled, fried alive, without any struggle. This is the problem of savings rate. 0.05%, you think you are safe. Hello, your money is going down. High inflation, things are getting more and more expensive. I was told by my friend to go to New York, order a bowl of mushroom soup. It costs $30 just to have a bowl of mushroom soup. That's how freaking expensive things are right now. So you take this, and then you come and compare. And Richard's question is it still too early? I'm telling you, you must do it now. Because you are sitting duck or sitting frog, and you are not looking at all this data. Bitcoin, when it passes through 1 trillion, it is just to pass one litmus test. What is this litmus test? It is just to ascertain that this is a viable asset class. So 1 trillion is just a litmus test to say what instrument out there is a real definable asset class. That's it. But the real potential of Bitcoin is not 1 trillion. The real mama potential is like global debt, 300 trillion, global real estate, 325 trillion. We are looking at least 100 trillion. That is the fullest potential of Bitcoin. So if you're talking about 100 times more, 100 times more is like, add another 2 more, so you're 10,000%. Are you early? Oh my gosh, this is the best time to get in. Because if you are aiming for 100 times, you don't start from now. When you want to start? When the rest are into the game with already snapping out the fixed supply, it is too late. So, Richard, we started this YouTube series. It's like going out there, telling the whole world, preaching about the fact that if you are not looking at your savings rate today and use that as your benchmark, by simply doing nothing, you are doing more harm to yourself. And that's why this question, is it too late to start investing in Bitcoin? The answer is you have to start now. The fire has started to boil the water. Back to you, Richard.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, Dr. Clemen, I mean, there's so many things to learn and so much happening in this segment here. And I understand that, tomorrow you're running a program to educate the public and those who are interested so that they can be much prepared for themselves to end the year and to face the opportunity in 2022 next year, which is very close. Can you tell us a little bit more of this, and why every one of us right now watching this video here should come tomorrow?
Oh yes, absolutely, Richard. Thank you for giving me a big shout out on this. Because tomorrow night, I'll be speaking for 2 hours straight, 120 minutes. And I want to give, this will be my last speaking event for the year 2021. I want to give everybody the clarity, what it means to establish your ambition for 2022. And the ambition is, if your question is, hey, do you want to become a crypto millionaire? And today we kind of formulated the argument, right? Next year is the year of the crypto millionaires. Next year is the year of the midterm election. Next year is the year of the China role of digital yuan in the Beijing Winter Olympics. Next year is the year whereby we are looking at Bitcoin spot ETF approval. Next year is everything about Bitcoin. That's the reason why my company, we build out. We say, oh my gosh, we cannot just buy Bitcoin anymore. We are looking at a portfolio of cryptos we need to own strategically. So we are rolling out a digital dashboard filled with analytics, exactly what we've done for the stock market. We are looking at insiders, we are looking at the biggest whales out there. But the time frame for crypto market has been changed dramatically. For example, in a stock market, I teach the time frame from 1 day to 1 month to 1 quarter to 1 year. Big, long time, but compare short to the traditional Wall Street players. We kind of squeeze down 1 year, 1 quarter, 1 month to 1 day. Let me tell all of you what's going to happen in the world of crypto. The time has to be even shorter. My gosh, we are talking about 24 hours, 12 hours, 6 hours, 3 hours, right down to 15 minutes. You need to trade and make money in that kind of time frame. That's the way to play crypto, but you can only do it 3 conditions. Number 1, you must have proprietary data. It all boils down to analytics. So we are working very, very hard. The data analytics will be out ready for the class in January. Number 2, you must have the correct education. Too many people get educated, too many places get totally confused. And we say that we give you a formulated way to think exactly like the whales, not like the common man. Everything that we do is just modeling after the best money managers out there. And number 3, you need to have a winning community. Now, a winning community is whereby my vision has been set for next year, and the vision is like this. Every single day, you're going to see people posting cryptos trading profits. Now, I've kind of fulfilled my vision for 2021 because we created a culture whereby every single day, people are posting profits on their stocks and options. And I share with my community, next year, every single day, we're going to see cryptos, options, stocks, cryptos, options, stocks. Every single day, people will be posting profits. And that's the reason why this event will be the final signature event to end off your 2021. I want to encourage you guys to kind of quickly do a QR code scan. I want to make it even much, much bigger. Take away my picture. How come my hand got chopped off? Let me just move it a little bit more. All right, so go right here to the QR code at this bottom right-hand corner, or you can visit the link by visiting the Zoom chat, or simply go to the YouTube live comment or sr-event.com/Clemen, all right? And you can straight away register for the event. So I want to make sure when you come, I have high expectation. Let me set out this expectation. You are coming with your video camera on so that I can engage with you. This is your final chance. Richard, I was before today's YouTube, I just stepped off a call with one of my students. And I think it was a very, very heart touching moment for me, because this student shared with me, he kind of been diagnosed with COVID-19 early part of this year. He survived through COVID-19. And right after that, like 1 month after that, he was diagnosed with cancer. I said, oh my gosh. I said, this must be the worst year of your life. He said, teacher, I'm feeling happy. I just want to continue, be your student for next year, 2022. I want to focus my mind, and I feel the urgency that, since I've been diagnosed with cancer, and he went through chemotherapy, he pulled off his head and all his hair was gone. He lost about 20 kg. And I say, you're a brave man, and I'm going to help you, because the only way to keep your mind focused, all of us, our mind need to be focused, because we are born to work. People don't understand we are born to work. Your mind must be focused on something, but on what thing? The what thing is the financial future. Stop focusing on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. Stop wasting your time. You should be focusing on creating wealth. So that is the reason why this will be the final signature event. If you're committed to a New Year resolution, I want to see you right here tomorrow. Join my Zoom class, and we're going to make a breakthrough on your ambition. Back to you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Now, Dr. Clemen, are you okay if I also make an announcement to all the participants here to get their family to come to the program also?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
This is a time of giving, Richard. Go ahead.
Okay. So now to every one of you here, now in Success Resources, we have this saying that family that learn together, succeed together. Family that learn together, succeed together. Now, for many of you, Christmas is coming, holiday is coming. You probably spend a lot of time with your families, either in restaurant or outing, etc. Yeah. Now, it will also be a really worthwhile time to spend together learning. So family that learn together, succeed together. So we like you to also invite your family, brother, sister, cousin, spouse, everybody to come to Clemen's program tomorrow. So there's a link there at the chat group. So please sign up for yourself and also for your family. So Dr. Clemen, one last question to you, right? The last question is this, that there's an article that says that 75%, there's an article that says that they do a survey and found that 75% of financial institutions plan to expand their support of virtual currency in the next 12 months. Okay. Now, so question to you is, what cryptocurrency are they? Do you think they are referring to, and how and is this going to impact Bitcoin price?
Yes, absolutely awesome question, Richard, because I shared earlier on, for financial institution, the first very important test is their ability to define a cryptocurrency as an asset class. And to date, until right now, this moment I'm speaking to all of you, the only cryptocurrency that surpassed $1 trillion market cap is Bitcoin. So their majority of their funds allocation will go to Bitcoin first, because they can go back to their shareholder mandate and say, hey, we are approved and authorized to invest into Bitcoin because it's been accepted as asset class, breaching the $1 trillion market cap. So they already cleared the certain hurdles requirement for them to allocate funds. So Bitcoin will be number one priority. Then the next asset class is the one that's much lower, 500 billion. At 500 billion range, the only coin that crossed that mark is Ethereum. But again, between 1 trillion versus 500 billion, I put this question for all of you to think through. Do you think the traditional financial institution will go for Bitcoin first or Ethereum first? And the answer is quite clear. They will always go with the higher benchmark. That is the $1 trillion market cap benchmark. So that being said, this big article about the next 12 months is already been there, done that, and it's ongoing basis. Why? Because it started with El Salvador making Bitcoin a legal tender. So put to rest all the arguments whether it can even be a legal tender currency. Already put to rest. The next one is the Bitcoin spot ETF opportunity. Now, because of US delaying its decision, guess what? Every other country out right now trying to jump ahead of the queue. Australia launching their Bitcoin spot ETF. Canada has already launched. Switzerland has already launched. So they want to capture this very small window opportunity while US is handling their back-end politics. And by the time US seen this, it's like kind of a crazy first mover advantage kind of thing. And US begin to witness, oh my gosh, there's outflow of funds because of our delay. Our American monies are moving to Canada Bitcoin spot ETF, moving to Switzerland Bitcoin spot ETF. What the heck are we doing? And we are stepping into a midterm election. Do you think their political masters will give them the laissez-faire and do anything as they please? The answer is no. You'll smack their ass, I think. All right. So this kind of play out our thesis for 2022, and I'm sure all of you going to enjoy the ride together with me and Richard. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you, Dr. Clemen. Here you are, Bitcoin journey to 100,000 for today. So see you tomorrow at Clemen's last amazing 2-hour seminar. And a secret to success is to wake up early, work hard, and own Bitcoin. So have a wonderful evening again. Thank you so much for joining us.
We believe that investing in our education
has the highest leverage and is the greatest equalizer.
Regardless of background, everyone can have the same opportunities in education.
We believe in doing what is right, not what is easy.
We believe in anything that is worth doing, we do it with passion and excellence.
We believe that happiness is the key to success.
If you love what you're doing, you're already successful. And that both success and failure are temporary, worth sharing about and even celebrating.
That said, we believe we have had our fair share of both.
Yay!
We believe that when the market is tough, we can be tougher.
We believe the best product should win, not the best sales pitch.
We believe that winners are winners because they don't quit.
We believe that the biggest sin is to make learning boring.
We believe in making decisions and owning our results.
We believe in innovation to continue to provide value to all around us.
We believe that together, everyone achieves more.
We believe that real leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders.
We believe that we can learn from our competitors.
We believe that women work harder, do better, and are more confident.
We believe it's okay to be proven wrong.
It's okay to change your mind.
And it's okay to cry when you're having a really rough day.
We believe in giving everyone the benefit of the doubt.
We believe in always saying please and thank you.
We believe that if dreaming is free, then we should dream big.
and then working hard to achieve it.
We believe that if we have knowledge, it's our duty to pass it down.
We believe that we shouldn't teach something we ourselves don't believe in.
We believe it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
We believe in saying sorry and meaning what we say.
We believe in being high-tech, means adding a human touch.
We believe that no one has all the answers.
Not even us.
But we go find out and we learn.
We believe that learning never ends, and once you stop learning,
you start dying.
We believe that one person
or one great idea
can change the world.
That's why we believe in helping you grow and succeed.
And with your help, we can change lives globally.
We believe.
We believe. We believe.
Thank you for your belief in us.